What if, right now, above every single person's head, a date appeared? Not their birthday, not their anniversary. Their death date. Imagine walking down the street and seeing it floating there, a digital timer counting down for everyone you pass. At first, it would be a joke, right? A global prank. A weird AR filter gone rogue. People would laugh it off, post about it online, make memes. But then, the first date arrives, and someone, somewhere, dies. Exactly on schedule. Then, another. And another. The laughter stops. Panic spreads like wildfire. Suddenly, the world is split in two. Terearete, long-timers, and those with dates decades away walk with a certain arrogance, an untouchable swagger. They take insane risks, quit their jobs, live recklessly. After all, what's the worst that can happen? They wake up tomorrow. On the other side, despair consumes the short dates. People with only weeks, days, or even hours left. What do you do when your time is that limited? Some fall into a deep depression, while others try to cram a lifetime of experiences into their final moments. The very fabric of our society starts to unravel. How does the justice system work? A life sentence means nothing to someone with only a year left. Would you hand over your wallet to a robber who you know will die in 3 hours? Crime takes on a bizarre, new logic. The economy would be chaos. Who would give a 30-year mortgage to someone with a 5-year date? Insurance companies would go bankrupt overnight. And love. Love becomes the most complicated thing of all. Would you dare to fall for someone, knowing you'd have to watch their timer tick down to 0? Would you marry a person who has only a month left? Relationships become a heartbreaking calculation of time versus affection. Parents would look at their children, and instead of seeing a future of infinite possibility, they'd see a final, unchangeable date. Of course, people would try to fight it. They'd try everything. The healthiest diets, extreme sports, hiding in a reinforced bunker on the final day. Billionaires would pour fortunes into finding a way to extend their time, to push that date back just one more day. But it never works. The date is absolute. It never, ever moves. Society fractures completely. A new kind of class system emerges, not based on wealth or status, but on time. The long-timers live in a world of endless tomorrows, while the short dates are already ghosts, living on borrowed moments. But then, something beautiful and unexpected starts to happen. Slowly, quietly, people begin to change. After the chaos, after the despair and the arrogance, a new understanding dawns. People start to ignore the floating numbers. They stop looking up at the dates and start looking at each other, into each other's eyes. They realize that the number doesn't matter as much as the moments they have right now. A conversation with a stranger becomes more precious. A hug from a loved one carries the weight of a lifetime. People start truly living, not because they have a lot of time, but because they know how little time matters if you don't use it. So what if you knew when you would die? Maybe life wouldn't be shorter or longer. Maybe it would just be more honest. Maybe we'd finally understand that every single second is a gift. The real question isn't how much time you have left. It's what you're doing with it. Thanks for watching. If this made you think, consider subscribing for more journeys into the what if.